the Happiness Warrior. Welcome back to my channel. So my purpose is to help others fall madly in love with themselves. My passion is to inspire and be inspired. I want to be the epiphany of the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to shine. Shine so bright that the diamond will look at me and say, "Girl, how do you shine like that?" So today we're going to talk about the power of minding your own business. Oh yes. So, why is it important to mind your own business? Remember, everything I talk about is based on my own experience. I cannot speak for anyone else. I can only speak about my own experience. If it helps you, please use it. If not, then it doesn't. That's okay, because even in listening, you still have to take what resonate with you, and what doesn't resonate, just let it go. It's okay because it doesn't apply to you. So minding your own business gives you freedom. Freedom to mind your business, but freedom to focus on you. You always have to focus on you, not others. So by minding your own business, you have freedom from stress. So I just know that for me, minding my own business made me even happier. And I say minding my own business because sometimes we worry about what other people think of us. That is not minding your business. That's minding other people's business, because what someone thinks of you, it's just that, their opinion of you. It is not a determining factor. It is not a fact, right? It's not that important. But the power that comes with minding your own business is, like I say, giving you time to focus on you. Because if you're growing, if you're evolving, how can you honestly have time to focus on others? I don't know about you, but we all have 24 hours. I don't have time to care about what you think of me. I don't have time to worry about what you think of me, because I have my own business to mind. I have things that I have to do. I want to grow. I want to change. There's so much that I have to do that keeps me busy. So if I take time away from that to worry about what you think of me, I'm wasting my time. And so when I'm doing things, I have to think, does this add value to my business, like myself? Is this adding value to the kind of person that I am? Like, is this benefiting me? If it doesn't benefit me, there's no need for me to focus on it, right? Another thing about minding your own business, it's to understand that we are all on our own path, and that we're all going to behave differently because we're all looking for different results. Everyone has different questions that they're asking themselves. I don't know what their why is, but what people do is going to be in accordance to whatever their life's purpose is. So it doesn't always apply to you. So speaking of minding your own business, for example, gossips, we all do it. Well, at least I know that I've been part of communities that did it. It was just part of the culture. Everyone did it. And you don't even realize that you're gossiping. But the thing with gossiping is, what are you doing? You're wasting time talking about other people, right? Oh, so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that. And like, how's that any of your business what so-and-so did? Whether it's a good or bad thing is really none of your business. Because you talking about it is not making them better. Like, if that person has done something terrible, you talking about them behind their back is not making them better, because you're not going out of your way to give them advice. You're just you're just pointing fingers, right? Pointing fingers like, oh, look what they're doing, so you can feel better about yourself. Because that's the only reason we gossip. We don't gossip because it makes us feel sad. We gossip because it makes you feel good, right? Like, it's easy to point out what someone else is doing wrong, so you can feel like, well, at least I'm not doing that. But like, why do you care, right? And so another thing with staying in your lane is that you have to remember that everyone has their own opinion about everything. So if you're not staying in your lane, you're gonna always worry about what other people are thinking, what other people are thinking of you, what other people are saying of you. Like, it really doesn't matter. Another thing is, sometimes we give people advice. Like, someone comes to you and they ask you for an advice, and you give them an advice and they don't listen. And there's been a version of me where it was like, oh, you asked me for my advice? I told you, listen to what I'm saying. Listen, okay, listen to what I'm saying. I told you to do this and you didn't do it. Like, I was upset because I'm thinking, well, this person asked me for advice. I took time and I gave them an advice they didn't follow. Well, guess what? If I give an advice to someone and they don't follow, that's none of my business because that's an advice that I gave them. If they choose to use that advice, great. If they don't, that's okay. It's none of my business. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it's like, you do you, honey boo boo. You understand? If someone comes to me and they ask for advice, I will give them an advice. But typically, I don't give advice anymore. And if I do, because I do have a big mouth and sometimes I can't stop myself from talking, I'll say, hey, let me give you an unsolicited advice. You did not ask for it, but can I give you an unsolicited advice? So if the person says yes, then I give the advice and then I say, remember, this is none of my business. I was just giving you my opinion. It is not a determining factor. Do what you want with it, but it doesn't matter. I was just giving you my opinion. And then I move on from there, right? Because I understand. I gave my unsolicited advice. They did not ask for it. And end of the story. And another thing that we do is we worry about what people are saying about us. And I know for me, there was a version of me and I was like, people, drama. When you find yourself in a certain situation, you have certain people around you, there's drama, like people talking about me. And I remember I used to care so much. Like if someone says something behind my back, I would be so upset. I remember when I first moved to the US and my English wasn't even that good and people would talk about me. I remember one of the girls, she was so loud because they were talking about me and I guess I wasn't supposed to hear it and I would hear it. And so I remember calling her aside and I said, hey, I don't know why you keep talking about me. Now I don't know how I said it because I must have been a junior in high school. So my English wasn't that good. So I had been here for about 2 years. And so I said to her, I can hear you talk about me with your friends. And she's like, oh no, we don't talk about it. I was like, that's okay, I don't care. I've always been blunt, okay? And I said, I don't care that you're talking about me, but can you whisper? Because I can hear you. I don't want to hear whatever you want to say about me. If you want to talk about me, go for it. I'm not going to stop you, but I don't want to be able to hear it. So maybe whisper, okay? After that, I don't know if she continued talking about me. I just know this girl said hello to me all the time and she went out of her way to talk to me. I'm going to assume it's probably because I didn't make a scene out of it. It was just like very private. It was just her and I was almost whispering because I really meant it. I was like, okay, because I understood, okay, I can't stop her from talking about me. I don't actually want her to talk about me, but I don't want to hear it. Whatever it is that you want to say about me, I don't want to hear it. You understand? But what I was going, the reason I mentioned this story is because what someone says about you, first of all, is their opinion, but it's not a reflection of your character. It's a reflection of their character. In other words, the way people treat you is not a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of who they are, which is none of my business. It's none of your business. It's none of our business because we're living the warrior life. We don't have time for that. You understand? We have to focus on the things that are important to us. We don't have time for those things. Another thing I want to talk about is as you're minding your own business, take an inventory of your business. So I know when we talk about business, it's like just worry about yourself, worry about what you are. I'm also talking about your business as a person. You are a business. Even if you don't have like a business that you're promoting, you are your business. So what do you do when you have a business? You pay attention to your mission and purpose. Which brings me back to the topic I mentioned before, your why. What is my why? Okay? And other topics. So go back and watch all the other videos because there's going to be a reoccurring topic. Your why. Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? What do you stand for? What are your morals? What are your values? What are your ethics? Take an inventory of you because as you're taking an inventory of you as a business, then you're paying attention to your brand. Right? Like, the Nike brand with, the logo and the slogan, just do it. What is your logo? What is your mission? What is your purpose? What do you stand for? That's really important as you're taking an inventory of who you are, because we do have to pay attention to who we are. What are we bringing to the table? Whether it's a relationship, and I mean like romance, friendship, motherhood, fatherhood, what have you. Work even. What are you bringing to the table? What can you add, right? Like, because we can grow, we can sharpen our skills, we can put more skills in our toolbox, but it's really important to pay attention to our brand. How am I presenting myself? And I tell people, the way that I am, even though I'm constantly growing and changing, the way that I am, it is not by accident. So if you think that I'm nice, don't be confused. I didn't wake up nice. Now, I don't know what that means. But let me tell you, I pay attention. If I meet someone that I think is extremely nice, I start talking to them. I start hanging out with them. I start asking them questions. Oh, I notice you're very kind. I notice you do this. Why do you do these things? I want to learn from them because it's important to me to be kind. So I go out of my way to be kind. I read books about how to practice kindness. So if you think that I'm kind, I am honored because that means I made you feel a certain way, and that's important to me. The way I talk, the way I walk, the way I laugh, the way I dress. I am very purposeful with the things that I do, because why not? If you get in the car and you just drive, where are you going to end up? You don't know where you're going to end up, so you do have to be careful with the way you talk. Like the way I talk, right? Because I want to be perceived a certain way. It has to align with my goals, right? It has to align with who I am, not who you think I should be, who I really am when there's no one around, because I write those things down. I write things down that I am. And even just speaking of, whether it's at work looking for a leader, or in a relationship, like, or even with your kids, sometimes people want people to have morals, values, and ethics that they don't have. Oh, you want someone who's kind? Well, are you kind? You want someone who's patient? Well, are you patient? Right? Like, write down all the things you want other people to do or have, and make sure you have those morals, values, and ethics, because you're asking for things that you don't know. Or you want someone to be generous. Well, are you generous? Or are you just a person who's sitting around saying, yeah, I wish people would be more kind, I wish people would be more generous? As I mentioned in my other video and other videos, basically, if you want something, you go ahead and do it. If you want the world to be kinder, you go ahead and be kind. If you want people to be more polite, then you go ahead and be polite. If you want people to be more respectful, you go ahead and be more respectful. If you want people to be tolerant, you go ahead and be more tolerant. It starts with you. Show the world the things that you want them to do. Don't just talk about it. So, wrapping this up, mind your own business. There is a power in minding your own business. You have freedom to focus on you. Not only that, you keep busy, right? Like, sometimes people tell me I'm bored, and I don't understand what it means, because to me, sometimes I don't feel like being productive. So I will watch mindless things on TV. When I say TV, I mean YouTube, okay? YouTube is my TV. Like, they're not really adding value. They're just distracting me in my mind, like keeping me busy. But like, I don't understand how someone can be bored, because to me, it means you're just not being productive. Like, you don't feel like being productive, but how can you be bored? There's so many things you can be doing. But maybe I just don't understand the sentiment. If you want to make a video, or call me, or text me, email me, page me, explain to me this whole concept of boredom, I'm all ears. We can always learn something. But again, we were recapping as I got interrupted by my own tangent conversation. Minding your own business. There's a power in minding your own business. It gives you freedom to focus on you, right? And it keeps you busy. So it keeps you busy doing the things that you should be doing, which is focus on you anyway. So it's really one and the same thing. Another thing is, it frees you from anxiety, right? Like, if you're not worried about what other people think about you, you're living life freely. People can think whatever they want to think. As long as you know who you are, no one is going to tell you who you are or who you're not. Because at the end of the day, you will not be defeated by what they say about you. You will be defeated by what you say about you. You missed that? Let me say it again. You will never be defeated by what... As I messed it up. You will never be defeated by what they say about you. You will be defeated by what you say about you. So pay attention to what you say about you, to how you think about you. Mind your own business. Take an inventory of who you are. Write it down. I'm a advocate of writing things down. I have so many notebooks. Writing things down really helps us, because you can come back, you can review, you can see your progress. You understand? But take an inventory of who you are, right? Pay attention to your asset. and your liabilities. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, right? Because you're like, okay, how do you go from yes? Because you are your business. Like I say, you are your business, you are your brand, you have to promote you, meaning the way you carry yourself. That's really important. You can't just say things and then just do whatever, right? You do have to be, I believe, consistent with the things that you say you are, because words have power. If we just say things today because we feel a certain way and then tomorrow do something else, then then why should we trust each other as human? Words are what, effective communication, words are what we use to communicate with each other. So if I say something and then tomorrow just do whatever because I felt this way yesterday and today I don't feel like it, well, guess what? That is the definition of character. Character is doing the things that you say you would do long after the feeling or the energy of it is gone. It's very easy to say, oh yeah, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 5 o'clock and go to the gym. Actually, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm supposed to wake up tomorrow at 5 o'clock and go to the gym. Yeah? Have there been days that I'm like, oh, I'm sleepy, I went to bed late. Like today, I'm going to bed late. Yes, there's so many of those days. But some days, not some days, some months I'm struggling to wake up at 5 o'clock to make it to the gym. And some months it's like, okay, if you're gonna have an excuse because you went to bed late, tomorrow you're gonna have another excuse. So we're going. I wake up, I'm tired, I feel sleepy, I don't want to do it, and I do it. Because everyone says it, right? Like if you listen to other people, they'll say, work out when you don't feel like working out. Wake up early when you don't feel like waking up early. Because if you have an excuse one day, you're gonna have an excuse the next day. And please don't think that I don't have excuses. How many times have I skipped the gym? The one at 6 o'clock in the morning or the one in the evening, like it happens, right? I'm not saying that I don't make mistakes, but what happens when you fall down? You get up. And what if you fall down again? You get up. What if you fall down again? You get up, because that's life. So if I fell, I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again until I make it. But that's how you win, right? Like you only win because you didn't give up, not because you tried the first time and you won. You just have to keep trying. So, this is it for me today. I appreciate your time as always. I appreciate the encouragement. I appreciate the kind words. I've received a lot of messages lately from people, family, and people that I haven't met. Words of encouragement. I really appreciate it. I am so thankful and honored to be here, to be sharing my stories with you, and I can't wait to learn more from you. So, to help me out, like I know some of you out there say, oh Rose, we believe in this vision that you have, we believe in your words, this is great message, share with everyone. To help me, please please subscribe, and please share with anyone if you think it would help them, because this is how we change the world one heart at a time. This is how we help people fall madly in love with themselves. If you like this message, don't just say, oh, that was good, Rose. Like it, share it, and subscribe, because when you subscribe, you will know when I dropped a video. I don't know why I keep using the word drop, but that's what's gonna happen. So as always, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here with me. I am sending you lots of love. Thank you.